Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with business coach Moloy. Last month, we started this new series, the business snippets for entrepreneurs. And the entire objective was to move away from the absolute theory and speak about strategies that organizations have adopted. So today we are on day three. And our theme today is how good is your product market fit? In today's dynamic and very competitive landscape, the concept of product market fit has emerged as a crucial determinant. It actually refers to the alignment between the product on this and the service and the needs and demands of a specific target market. Too often, we have seen that people focus too much on the product without understanding or without estimating that does that product truly have a target market, and if yes, how can it be positioned? Why will people buy, etc., etc. So today we are going to deep dive into the significance of the product market fit and what are some of the strategies that you can use to achieve it. Product market fit is a state, if you go by the definitions, where a product or a service satisfies the market demand to a significant extent, and the word significant is important. You can always have a product which will have one customer or two customers, but that does not determine a product market fit. So achieving this necessitates a very deep understanding of the target market, their pain points, their preferences, their expectations, etc. And as I said that we will talk about real life situations. Today I'm going to talk about a case study of an organization called as a MBA Chaiwala. And I'm sure many of you have heard of this. That in the recent years, from there has been quite an inundation on the tea concept. And one of the biggest players in this, or one of the biggest players which was part of this revolution, was an organization called as the MBA Chaiwala. A gentleman called Praful Billore, a name synonymous to the quote, dream big, start small, act now, is the owner or the founder of MBA Chaiwala. Coming from a very, very small middle class family, Praful obtained the BCom degree and was very keen on pursuing his MBA. However, after failing multiple attempts in the CAT exam, he started working as a housekeeping staff at McDonald's. And for a guy whose dreams were bigger than the sky, working for someone else was very, very inadequate. And soon he decided to start his own venture as a tea seller. So Praful Billore in one of the interviews had once said, चाय एक ऐसी चीज है जो हिंदुस्तान में जो हमेशा हर जगह होती है, अच्छा हो बुरा हो, कोई आइडियल हो, वो नहीं रहता है, चाय is always there. And amidst this dream, the family pressures, etc., he started his selling tea business on the streets. But now look at the journey. His persistence of becoming a tea seller enabled him to overcome all the difficulties, and he set up Mr. Billore Chaiwala. Mr. Billore Chaiwala, aka MBA Chaiwala. He picked up M from title Mr. He picked up B and he picked up A, Chaiwala. Creating a concept that here is an MBA gentleman who has given up his probable career and decided to move into the tea selling business. MBA was something that he was always keen on doing, and he found a very ingenious way of using this MBA Chaiwala into his venture. This venture connected with tea lovers who were on the daily hassle of making a living. But also, while he met a lot of them, he started speaking to them about their entrepreneurial ventures. It's very hard to believe that Praful Billore started his first tea stall with an investment of just about 8,000 rupees from his father. He had no prior experience of making tea, and he was all making it himself. He sometimes added sugar, chai patti, ginger, less, more, etc., etc. But he learned from each failure and improved his skills. So, a fantastic business model. So, to promote this business, he used to devise new ideas. In the beginning, he put up a blackboard and asked people to write their names and contact details who wanted to hire someone for work. And amongst his customers, there were many who were looking for jobs. So, he started connecting them as well. Praful's chai stall gained very high popularity, attracting a niche market of tea enthusiasts. Encouraged by his success, he expanded his business and started opening multiple outlets in different locations. He invested heavily in marketing, branding, and hiring a team of experienced professionals, and then he moved into the franchising model. He started giving out franchise anywhere between 6 to 8 lakhs with the promise that people could earn rupees 10,000 and more per day. His franchise model was based on the 4-4 model, franchise owned, franchise operated. Again, a great opportunity for entrepreneurs to start their own business with a proven and successful model. People apparently took loans to invest in the MBA Chaiwala franchise. But that's where the problem started. People who invested in the franchise did not come from the strata from a very high strata of society. So the outlets that were set up were small and sometimes deep inside the towns and not in a premium location. His target audience for tea consumption were the middle and the lower class. They would probably consume tea from an MBA Chaiwala at 55, 60, 65 rupees once in a while. But for the regular chai consumption, they would go to the roadside vendors. And for someone who could typically afford to spend a higher degree in a tea or a coffee, would go typically to one of the large and well-known brands, which was situated very in a premium location. There's no information on what he told his franchisees, but some basics. Taking a franchise does not guarantee income. You have to build the business. There is normally a franchise agreement, but what would set out the obligations of the franchisor and franchises? Did the agreement that he made with his franchise partners assure of confirmed guaranteed returns, which is pretty unlikely? People assume business risk when they start a business. Unless there is a proof of false promise being made, none of these failed franchises can touch the franchisor legally. They can make noise on the social media, but that would lead to nothing much. Before entering into franchise agreement, typically as any one of us, we would consider the risks we are undertaking and what are the things that the franchise would be bound to do. Even for the franchise, they need to do the due diligence on the franchises and not award it to anyone who can afford the cash, or they would definitely be in trouble. Brand is the biggest asset of the franchisor, and it will be damaged is definitely hurt. What happened later was something very, very difficult. Because there was a product market misfit, a bunch of people who had invested in franchise who were earning not more than 100 to 200 a day, and they were cash constrained. They were burning cash on a regular basis. They approached the courts or the police station and filed an FIR against the franchise MBA Chaiwala. And as a result, the entire franchise business went into turmoil. Not that MBA Chaiwala will shut down, but could this situation have been handled differently? Could there have been a better product market fit? According to me, what are the three primary reasons why MBA Chaiwala is failing or not being able to achieve the heights that they should have. One, no unique selling point. Unlike franchise brands like McDonald's, Domino's, KFC, which offer a unique taste as their USP, MBA Chaiwala does not have any USP in the product. There's no product standardization. Wrong product market fit. MBA Chaiwala's brand image is driven by Praful Billore, who sells motivational dreams to lower middle class people. Considering his followers are his customers, it's a very price sensitive market, and selling a 55 rupee chai for which is otherwise available at 10 rupee for a brand name that does not exist too much doesn't make sense. It is hard to make repeat customers. In fact, most of his outlets are located in price sensitive tier 2, tier 3 cities where affordability in any case will become a big challenge. Lack of credibility. It's a common pattern that if you teach someone how to get rich, you should not get rich by selling courses on how to get rich. If that's the case, people will start disliking you. And that is what is happening to MBA Chaiwala's brand image. The franchise growth rate has stopped significantly. So, what are some of the things as a business owner you can do to ensure that you have a product market fit? And the first and most essential is market research. Conducting a market research is essential to identify the target audience, understand their needs, assess the competitive landscape. It involves gathering qualitative, quantitative data, surveys, interviews, market analysis. Do your market research well. Look at what are the kind of barriers that are there in the business. I would strongly recommend business owners to read a book by Michael Porter of competitive advantage, the five forces of competitive advantage. If the barriers are high of getting into a business, and if you strive to get into that business, you will probably sustain for a long time. But if the barriers are low and it's easy for you to get into that business, there could be you could be inundated with competitors very quickly who would come out with a Me Too strategy. Customer feedback and iterations. Constantly taking feedback from early adopters and customers is crucial for your fine tuning of the product. Listen to your customer insights. Go and ask them. Go and ask why they buy from you. Go and ask why they don't buy from you and make iterative improvements, aligning the product more effectively towards the market demands. MVP, a minimal viable product. It is it is important that you develop an MVP because it helps you validate your assumptions and gather feedback from the market with minimal investment. It enables experimentation, iterations to refine the product before scaling up, which in some cases we call the pilot studies. That as a startup, have you done enough pilot study? Continuous learning and adaptation. Today is a fast growing world. Things are changing very, very dynamically. So the path to product market fit is not linear and it requires a willingness to adopt. Regularly assessing market dynamics, staying updated on industry trends, and incorporating customer feedback will always help you keep in the business. So look at from your aspect, look at as an entrepreneur, how much time are you on the business and how much time are you in the business? It is sometimes important to invest in one or two individuals who will do the in the business kind of thing so that you can be on the business thing. And finally, scalability and customer acquisition. Achieving product market fit is just the beginning. Scalability and effective customer acquisition strategies are vital to sustain growth. Businesses need to develop marketing distribution channels that reach the target audience effectively and efficiently to deliver a seamless customer experience. Why should you do a product market fit? And this is a question that has been asked multiple times. And the first and foremost, you can create your own TG. You can know your TG. I asked this question to someone that I met in one of the seminars. Who is your customer? And he said that everyone is my customer. If everyone is your customer, you have no customer. So create a market differentiation, which if you address regularly, diligently, you will get customer loyalty. When the product addresses the customer's pain points effectively, it enhances customer satisfaction, leading to loyalty and advocacy. Satisfied customers become your brand ambassadors. Revenue growth. At some point in time, you get into the inflection point, which directly impacts the business's revenue potential. When the product resonates with the target market, demand increases, leading to higher sales. And it is a sustainable business model. Achieving product market fit helps you build a strong foundation for a sustainable business model. If you understand your market well, if you understand your customer well, if you understand your product well, if you understand the pain points well, if you understand what are the solutions to the pain point, it is a validated business that can now make strategic decisions, optimize operations, and build long lasting customer relationships. Product market fit is a crucial, critical milestone for businesses. It actually represents the harmony between the product and the needs of the market. By employing effective strategies and continuous learning, businesses can unlock these benefits of product market fit and pave the way for long term success. We at Beyond Red Ocean Consulting want every business owner out there to have the absolutely right business model and absolutely right product market fit. Over the past 4 years, we have impacted not hundreds, but at least multiple businesses through our one to one coaching programs. I'm sure we've impacted many more through these Facebook Lives. And we want to make your entrepreneurial journey a success. So at any point in time, reach out to us to know more about what we can do for you or how we can together scale up your business to the levels that you haven't seen. Thank you so much for staying up with us. It's been a long journey. But before I go, I would really want you to look at this. This is a book of my understanding of business, the first in the series. It was launched on the 15th of July, that's a Saturday. Business Alchemy, decoding the secrets of successful entrepreneurs. This is available on Pothi as a hard copy. This is available on Amazon and the Kindle version. Please go out and invest in your learning. Keep writing to us, and we will shall respond to all your queries. Till next Monday, same place, same time, with a new episode on Business Snippets. Have a fantastic week. Thank you so much.